We live in a world where heat is becoming unbearable. The summers are hotter, the nights are warmer, and the air itself feels heavier than it used to. And yet, almost everywhere you go, there is an escape. Offices, bedrooms, cars, even shopping malls, all humming with the steady, invisible power of air conditioning. A technology designed to bring us comfort. A machine that feels like a shield against the rising temperatures of our planet. But what if I told you that air conditioning itself is making the planet hotter? It sounds like a paradox, a contradiction. How can something built to fight heat create even more of it? This is the hidden story of air conditioning and why the cool air we enjoy today could be the reason our world burns tomorrow. When you step inside from a blistering summer afternoon, that rush of cold air feels like magic. For a moment, it feels as if we've conquered nature itself. But what the air conditioner really does is simple. It doesn't destroy heat, it moves it. It takes the heat from your room and throws it outside. One home, one office, one car doesn't seem like much. But multiply this by millions, by billions, and suddenly our cities are transformed. Urban landscapes become massive heat islands. Concrete, asphalt, and glass trap the warmth, while millions of AC units are pumping hot exhaust into the air. The very machines that make us comfortable indoors are quietly making life unbearable outdoors. And that's just the beginning. Air conditioners run on electricity. Right now, most of that electricity comes from fossil fuels: coal, oil, gas. Every hour your air conditioner is on, it adds to the invisible blanket of greenhouse gases that trap heat in our atmosphere. The more we cool ourselves, the more we warm the planet. But there is a darker villain hidden inside every air conditioner. A chemical most people have never heard of, but one that is thousands of times more powerful than carbon dioxide. Refrigerants. These are the gases that allow an AC unit to absorb heat and release it again. Without them, cooling wouldn't exist. But when these gases leak, during production, maintenance, or disposal, they don't just vanish. They rise into the atmosphere, trapping heat with terrifying efficiency. A single kilogram of some refrigerants can trap as much heat as a ton of carbon dioxide. It's like unleashing invisible fire into the sky. The uncomfortable truth is that air conditioning is not just a tool of comfort, it is an engine of climate change. And the more the planet warms, the more dependent we become on it. This is the cycle. The hotter it gets, the more air conditioners we buy. The more we use them, the more fossil fuels we burn, the more gases we release, and the hotter it gets again. It is a loop, a paradox, a technological trap of our own making. By the year 2050, experts predict that the number of air conditioners worldwide could triple. 3 times as many machines sucking electricity, venting heat, and leaking refrigerants into the sky. Imagine billions of humming boxes strapped to buildings across the globe. A chorus of cooling, drowning out the sound of birds, replacing fresh breezes with artificial air. Comfort today, chaos tomorrow. But why did we get here? The story of air conditioning is also the story of human desire. We don't simply want to survive, we want to be comfortable. In the past, people adapted to the seasons. They built homes with thick walls, shaded courtyards, and windows that let in breezes. They rested in the shade, rose with the cool dawn, and slept in the open air. But in the 20th century, everything changed. With air conditioning, we could control the temperature of our environments completely. Summers became bearable, winters became mild, workplaces became productive year-round. Skyscrapers could rise higher, glass buildings could spread wider, cities could bloom in deserts where no city should exist. Air conditioning reshaped human civilization. It is the silent force that allowed modern life to grow. But it came with a price we ignored. Comfort blinded us. We stopped building for the climate and started building for machines. Instead of homes designed to stay cool naturally, we built towers of glass that trap heat and demand more air conditioning. Instead of adapting to nature, we force nature to adapt to us. And now, nature is fighting back. Think about it. As temperatures rise, air conditioning becomes less of a luxury and more of a necessity. In some countries, it is already the only thing standing between life and death. Heat waves are now among the deadliest natural disasters on Earth, killing more people each year than hurricanes, floods, or earthquakes. Without air conditioning, entire cities in the tropics would become unlivable. But here lies the paradox again. The very thing that keeps us alive in the short term may be destroying our long-term future. And this isn't just about technology, it's about inequality. In wealthy countries, air conditioning is everywhere. In poor countries, it is rare. But as incomes rise, billions of people across Asia, Africa, and South America are buying their first air conditioners. It is a symbol of progress, of dignity, of safety. Nobody can tell them not to. But if billions more join the cooling race with the same old technology, the planet doesn't stand a chance. So what do? Some answers are already emerging. New refrigerants that are less harmful. Buildings designed to stay cool with less energy. Solar-powered cooling systems. Cities that reflect sunlight instead of absorbing it. But these solutions are not spreading fast enough, because the truth is, the world is addicted to air conditioning, and breaking that addiction will take more than technology. It will take a cultural shift in how we see comfort, progress, and survival. The real question is not whether we can keep cooling ourselves. It's whether we can do it without setting the world on fire, because every degree we cool our homes adds another fraction of a degree to the Earth. And there is only so much heat this planet can take. We'd like to believe technology always saves us, that when nature pushes harder, we can build a machine to push back. But sometimes, our machines betray us. Sometimes, they solve the problem in front of us, only to create a bigger one behind us. Air conditioning is one of those machines, a symbol of comfort that may one day become a symbol of collapse. So the next time you feel that wave of cold air against your skin, remember this. You are not defeating the heat. You are only borrowing comfort while pushing the heat somewhere else, somewhere bigger, somewhere we all share. Humanity stands at a crossroads. We can continue down the path of blind comfort, filling the world with more humming machines, each one a little fire in disguise. Or we can choose another path, one where we build cities that live with nature, not against it. One where cooling is clean, efficient, and shared fairly across the world. Air conditioning was meant to free us from nature's grip, but in the end, it may chain us to a future far hotter than we can bear. The question is not just whether we can stay cool, it is whether we can stay human in a world that is getting warmer every second. The machines that cool us may also be the machines that burn us. This was Corelum.